As the great poet Homer said, "There's a time for many words, and there's also a time to sleep." Sleep deprivation is a common attribute to our daily lives, and it's essential to know how it affects us. I have read numerous articles and studies that have given me great insight and knowledge on sleep deprivation. Today, first I will discuss the symptoms of sleep deprivation. Secondly, I will discuss the effects sleep deprivation has on our safety. Lastly, I will discuss the effects sleep deprivation has on our mind and our body. There are three major symptoms of sleep deprivation. First, you feel tired very easily and throughout the day. Second, immediately you fall asleep. And third, you have brief moments of sleep while you are awake. Sleep deprivation affects our safety in many ways. According to college professor at Johns Hopkins University and sleep researcher Patrick Finan, who wrote The Effects of Sleep Deprivation in 2015, 6,000 fatal car crashes are caused by drowsy driving each year. Sleep deprivation even affects our local officers. There was a study conducted on sleep deprivation in Albuquerque Police Department. According to the author and researcher Gloria Catron, who wrote The Effects of Sleep Deprivation in 2001, numerous officers from each shift indicated that they have driven drowsy at some point, and 14% of night shift officers reported very often having trouble remembering. This illustrates that the lack of sleep affects our driving and our ability to perform our jobs effectively. The most fundamental part of our body is our brain. It is used for sensation, perception, and body movement. With the lack of sleep, our brains have damaging effects. The brain is prone to diseases when lack of sufficient sleep is in play. According to college professor at Johns Hopkins University and researcher Patrick Finan, who wrote The Effects of Sleep Deprivation in 2015, there is a 33% increase of dementia and a greater risk of depression, irritability, forgetfulness, anxiety, and fuzzy thinking due to lack of sleep. Sleep deprivation also affects our body, as it has put our body in a greater risk of diseases. According to researchers at the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, who wrote At Glance, Healthy Sleep in 2009, getting poor sleep on a regular basis increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. Essentially, the effects of insufficient sleep causes greater risk of diseases and inadequate mental performance. Today, I discuss the effects of sleep deprivation in our body, mind, and safety. I also discuss the symptoms of sleep deprivation. In conclusion, being conscious of the effects of sleep deprivation is important, as it is a common factor in our day-to-day lives. Thank you.